Every single day, millions of people hit their 10,000-step goal, check their smartwatches, and wonder why the scale refuses to move. They feel tired, their legs ache, and yet their body fat remains completely untouched. Here is the uncomfortable truth. Walking is fantastic for your heart, but if done incorrectly, your body will happily burn circulating blood sugar while protecting your fat stores like pure gold. You are technically exercising, but you are not triggering lipolysis. Your cellular machinery is running, but the biological vault containing your stored fat stays locked shut. The human body is a hyper-efficient evolutionary machine designed to survive famine, not to shed weight easily. When you make subtle biomechanical and hormonal errors during your daily walk, your metabolism adapts instantly, neutralizing your fat loss efforts before you finish your first mile. In this video, we are stripping away generic fitness advice to reveal the exact cellular mechanisms that dictate whether a walk burns fat or merely burns time. If you want to master the hidden biological systems controlling your metabolism, subscribe to the channel now. To understand why walking often fails as a fat loss tool, you must look past the calorie counter on your wrist. Your body does not view movement in terms of calories burned. It views movement through the lens of survival, hormone signaling, and cellular energy state. Fat loss is not a simple physical calculation. It is an intricate biochemical conversation between your brain, your endocrine system, and your fat cells. When you step outside for a walk, your nervous system calculates the exertion level and decides which fuel source to pull from. If the hormonal environment inside your bloodstream is incorrect, or if your physical mechanics send the wrong signal to your central nervous system, your body shifts into an energy preservation mode. Instead of releasing stored triglycerides from your fat tissue, your liver releases stored glycogen, or your pancreas signals for immediate sugar oxidation. You end up exhausting yourself while keeping your body fat percentage completely static. Over the next few minutes, you will discover the 5 specific metabolic mistakes people make while walking. By fixing these invisible triggers, you can force your cells to unlock their deepest energy reserves and convert every step into an active signal for fat oxidation. Walking at a completely monotonous, unchanging pace. When you walk at the exact same tempo from start to finish, your body registers this exertion as baseline activity. Your central nervous system relies on energy efficiency, calculating the minimum fuel required to sustain that rhythm. Think of your metabolism during a steady-state walk, like a hybrid car on cruise control across a flat highway. The engine lowers its RPMs, optimizing fuel consumption so thoroughly that it barely burns through its gas tank. Inside your muscle fibers, energy demands remain too low to activate a critical enzyme called AMPA, the master metabolic switch that forces cells to oxidize fatty acids. Because there is no sudden demand for rapid energy, your fat cells remain undisturbed. But here's what most people don't realize. Your body does not require intense sprinting to trigger this metabolic shift. It simply requires unpredictable variation. By introducing brief 30-second bursts of brisk walking interspersed with normal recovery strides, you force your muscle cells into a subtle energetic debt. This micro-stressor triggers your liver to mobilize stored lipids, turning an ordinary walk into an active fat-burning event. So what happens when you fuel up right before stepping out the door? Consuming simple carbohydrates right before your walk. It is common practice to grab a banana or energy bar before heading out, believing it provides fuel for your movement. But your body doesn't work like that. The moment fast-digesting carbohydrates hit your digestive tract, your blood glucose spikes. In response, your pancreas releases a surge of insulin, the body's primary storage hormone. Insulin acts like a high-security biometric lock on your fat cells. As long as circulating insulin levels are elevated, an enzyme called hormone-sensitive lipase, the precise protein responsible for breaking down stored triglycerides, is completely shut off. Imagine your fat stores as a bank vault. Elevated insulin is the guard who welds the vault door shut and refuses the key. Instead of tapping into stored body fat, your working muscles burn the glucose circulating in your bloodstream. You walk for an hour and leave your stored fat untouched. To force your body to utilize stored fat, you must walk with low baseline insulin, allowing hormone-sensitive lipase to freely liberate triglycerides. This brings us to a mechanical error that alters your stress response. Mouth breathing and shallow diaphragmatic engagement. As you walk, your breathing pattern directly dictates your autonomic nervous system state. Many people unconsciously breathe through their mouths, taking rapid, shallow chest breaths. This is where it gets interesting. Shallow mouth breathing signals to your hypothalamus that your body is under distress. Your adrenal glands respond by releasing cortisol, the primary stress hormone. High cortisol shifts your cellular machinery away from fat oxidation and toward glucose dependency, preparing your body for a short-term emergency. Picture your respiratory system as a wood stove furnace. If you suffocate the fire by restricting proper airflow, the flame sputters and burns dirty fuel instead of burning clean, dense logs. When you breathe through your nose, your nasal passages release nitric oxide, dilating blood vessels and optimizing oxygen delivery to working muscles. Fat oxidation requires vast amounts of oxygen molecules to break down fatty acids. By practicing deep nasal breathing, you keep your nervous system in a parasympathetic state, allowing oxygen to reach fat cells and fuel-efficient combustion. Yet, timing your walk incorrectly can erase its metabolic benefits entirely. Walking at random times instead of post-meal windows. Walking is often squeezed in whenever free time permits. However, timing your movement without regard to your metabolic state dramatically lowers its fat-burning potential. But here's the reality your cells face every day. When you eat a meal, nutrient molecules flood your bloodstream. If you sit still after eating, your liver and skeletal muscles absorb this influx, filling storage tanks to capacity. Once full, excess glucose is systematically converted into triglycerides and deposited directly into fat cells. Walking hours after a meal, when blood sugar has already stabilized, is like turning on a basement fire sprinkler system long after the blaze has turned to ash. By walking for just 15 minutes immediately following a meal, your skeletal muscles contract and trigger GLUT4 transporters to migrate to the cell surface. These transporters pull glucose out of your bloodstream without requiring insulin, clearing energy before it can be stored as fat. You effectively intercept incoming calories and burn them in real time. Finally, there is a structural flaw that cripples muscle recruitment: overstriding instead of engaging the posterior chain. When attempting to walk faster to burn more calories, people naturally reach forward, taking unnaturally long strides. This biomechanical error causes your heel to strike the ground far in front of your center of gravity, acting as a braking mechanism with every step. But your skeletal system wasn't engineered for this. Overstriding turns your walk into a series of mini collisions. It relies heavily on the small muscles of your shins and quads while completely disengaging the largest muscle groups in your body, your glutes and hamstrings. Imagine driving an economy car with a small 4-cylinder engine versus engaging a massive 8-cylinder diesel engine. By overstriding, you rely on the small engine while the massive engine sits idling, doing zero work. Your gluteus maximus contains a high concentration of slow-twitch, mitochondria-rich muscle fibers designed specifically to burn fat for endurance. When you shorten your stride and push off through your back toes, you activate the posterior chain. This recruits millions of dense muscle fibers, pulling significantly more fatty acids out of storage to fuel every single step. Now, let's look at what happens inside your body when you correct these mistakes. When you eliminate these 5 mistakes, the biological cascade inside your body transforms completely. You are no longer just walking. You are operating a precise, highly coordinated fat-oxidizing machine. Your insulin levels drop, signaling to your fat cells that it is safe to unlock their reserves. Hormone-sensitive lipase awakens, breaking down stored triglycerides into free fatty acids and dumping them directly into your bloodstream. As you practice deep nasal breathing, an abundance of oxygen molecules rushes into your cells, facilitating beta oxidation inside the mitochondria. Your posterior chain engages, drawing those liberated fatty acids into the dense, energy-hungry muscle fibers of your glutes and hamstrings, where they are consumed as clean, sustainable fuel. Instead of fighting against evolutionary survival mechanisms, you begin working in perfect harmony with your internal chemistry. Movement stops being a mindless chore designed to burn arbitrary calories on a watch face and becomes a deliberate metabolic stimulus communicating directly with your DNA. Every step becomes an instruction to your cells, telling them to discard stored fat and build a resilient metabolism. If you align your timing, breathing, nutrition, and mechanics, walking becomes the most powerful fat loss tool in your entire health arsenal. It requires no extreme exhaustion, no joint pain, and no suffering, just a deep understanding of the human biology taking place beneath your skin. In our next video, we will explore what happens to your metabolism during sleep, and the exact nighttime habit that determines whether your body burns fat or stores it while you rest. Make sure your body is working for you, not against you. See you in the next video.